Hello everyone, my name is David Meister and today I'm going to speak with you about how to unassign services from an expired key and assign them to a valid key in 910 and 951. So there are two ways we can do this. We can make the change in the administrator and we can make the change at the command line. Making the change in the administrator is easier, but if for some reason you have to add this to a shell script or a batch file, then doing so at the command line is probably the one for you. If you are doing this on either Windows or Solaris, you're going to have the same syntax and same behavior. So we'll just run through, do kind of an overview of how we'll do this at the administrator, and then we'll go in and see how it's done in the actual administrator console. So first we're going to disable the services, and we'll disable the service with the expired license, and then we'll click on that expired license and go to Assigned Services and select Edit Assigned Services. In that list, we'll move the services from the assigned to the unassigned columns, and then click on the unexpired license, click on Assigned Services and select Edit Assigned Services. We'll move the services that were unassigned from the old key and move them into the assigned column for the new key. Then we'll go ahead and enable the services. That's quite a mouthful. So now let's go and have a look at how we would do that in real life. Here, this is a 910 domain that is running on Solaris, and we can see that we have over on the left-hand side, we have is_910_beach, which is an integration service. We have a key called expired key, and then we have another one called Verizon test. And yes, the expired key is in fact expired. And we see up here for the integration service that it did not start because it's been assigned to an expired key. It's almost like that happened on purpose. Okay, so for this expired key, we will go here and click on Assigned Services. And we can see that we have is_910beach, which belongs to our expired key. So go to Actions and Edit Assigned Services. Here's the key. Here's the service, and we'll remove it. Click OK. Oh, but wait, it can't do that because the is_910 service is enabled. So we'll hit Cancel and go back here, and we will disable the service first. And so I did that on purpose just to illustrate that the service must be disabled before it can be unassigned. So integration service has been disabled. Now let's go back to our key file, and then Assign Services. And here, we can see our guy is there. And Edit Assigned Services, and we'll remove this. Click OK. And now we don't have any services assigned to our expired key, but our integration service doesn't belong to anything still. So we'll go to our known good key, which is Verizon_test, and then go to Assigned Services and edit those services, and we can see that these two over here, the two repositories are fine, and then we'll grab this one and add it to and assign it to our Verizon test license. And now it belongs there, and we'll go back to the integration service and enable it. Okay, now we can see that the integration service is alive. So the next thing we will do is we'll stop this guy, and we'll go back and remove it from the known good key and assign it back to the known bad key so that we can do this again at the command line. And so just hang tight a bit. Okay, so while the video was paused, I went back and assigned our integration service back to the expired key. Now we will go to the command line, and So here are the commands that we are going to run. First, we are going to do unassign license, and here's our domain. Here are our super secret username and password. Here is the license name, and here is the service name. Now, in the event that you need to do this for more than one service, you could add a list of other services here, but for this demonstration, we're only doing it for this one service. So we will do okay, so we can see that the command ran successfully. We have unassigned the is_beach from the expired key. We'll go back to our administrator console, and we will look at the expired key, and under assigned services, none. Now we will go back, and we are going to assign. We're going to assign this license, and you'll notice that the syntax is nearly identical. We have our domain name, username, password. Now we're going to be assigning it to Verizon_test, which again is our known good license. And here is our list of services, and again, we're just using for this one. And so we will do // and we can see that it ran successfully. We've assigned the license, so we'll go back into the domain and look at our Verizon test key and assign services, and there it is. So let's just go back to our presentation. So here are the same commands that we ran, the unassigned license and the assigned license, and they ran successfully. We did it at the command line, and it went great. If you have additional questions or concerns, there is the KB 146469, and you can also review this in the command reference. And if you have any questions or concerns, or you want to talk about how great this video was, you're welcome to do so. And here's where you would go to do it. Here's where you can upload your comments. So thank you very much for your time, and I hope you found this educational. Bye.